Welcome. Today we're continuing virtualization quest in the FreeBSD 13.0 current world. Actually released, not current. Last time we set up the virtual machine using the vm-bhyve. Right now I decided I will go directly with the bhyve. Again, I have a really specific hardware, which is AMD Ryzen 9 3950X and two Nvidia RTX 2060 cards. When there is no GPU PCI Passthrough, everything works fine with the vm-bhyve. However, when we have Passthrough enabled, we have the issue, and the issue is we have the black screen. And last time I got some feedback from some users, some YouTubers, whatever, YouTube community, that maybe I should plug in the HDMI from the second card to a different display. So let's test it right now. Hi Magdi, greetings to Austria. So we will right now play with a couple of concepts. Concept number one, there will be no vm-bhyve, just bhyve. Concept number two, we'll manually write the command, pass devices, also we'll try first without the GPU PCI pass-through, test VNC. If that works, then we will try the GPU PCI pass-through. If that doesn't work, since there is a way to actually load the ROM or the video BIOS, we'll download the video BIOS ROM, use it and try to see if we can get graphics working. If that doesn't work, then we'll try more troubleshoot. So it's not easy task, you know. It should be easy, but it's not easy. I guess the PCI pass-through for any other device works fine. Like for me, works fine for network cards. However, when I try to use the GPU, suddenly I have a problem, and I guess the many people have the same problem, and probably that's the reason why this topic is really interesting to many. And I'm trying to record the other streams, and basically people are asking off-topic questions like when I'm gonna record the next virtualization video. Well, this is that video, so enjoy it. And please help me to solve the problem, if there is any problem. Last time there was some there were incredible comments, and they really helped me to understand better what's going on, and I got better understanding how actual virtualization and GPU pass-through really works. So, without further ado, let's continue. Thing number one. I'll follow basically the guide from... we don't have the network. That's interesting. Let me see what's going on. Well, it's fine. I don't know why it's not working. Let's try again. Oh, now it works. Excellent. So just the old trick, remove cable. Actually, replace the old cable with a new one. All right, so we can continue. So vm-bhyve, FreeBSD. What we're looking for is when we run vm-bhyve with UEFI. UEFI. This is XFCE environment and FreeBSD 13.0, obviously, since we're testing the virtualization there. All right, so here we have it. This is already done. What's also done last time, just to remind you, we also have what? Okay. No, it's not here. It's actually in a different place. Bootloader.com. So here I also have these devices that I want to pass through. They are masked, so the host operating system doesn't load their drivers and doesn't see them, so they're not mapped in the host OS. Okay, I'll now switch to zroot. I created the folder called vm-bhyve. Let me see, there is some stuff I worked with before. I'll create let's actually move this to everything's built to backup. Clear. Let's create a directory called Ubuntu 0. Let's call just Ubuntu 0. That will be the place where our virtual machine will host its files and so on. Go inside. Second. I'm actually trying to share the stream on the Twitter so more people can follow this topic. Okay, done. We can VM. All right, so let's create the interface, step 0 interface. That's number 1. Number 2, syscontrol tab up, open. It's up, thank you. So any comment, any suggestion, everything is welcome. Resource, whatever. In the meantime, I'll just talk. So with the FreeBSD 13.0 release version, oh man, that's like, it's a huge improvement over the current. I used the current. I had some glitches here and there. Mostly the problem was with the sometimes desktop froze, or it just got stuck in some weird like places without any like obvious reason to me as end user. For example, the Firefox freezes for 10 seconds and just resumes like nothing happened. Also OBS Studio, it was insane. And but over like beta 1, 2, 3 it was better and better, and then release candidates were like fine, and now this release version suddenly like all these issues disappeared, and I'm really happy they disappeared. As you can see, that the FreeBSD is really stable as desktop. I need to tell you, like, the motivation for this GPU PCI pass-through, it's only because I want to play games. There is no other reason. Because I really don't need GPU inside the VM. I use VM for Docker, or I use it for some driver which is present there, and it's not present in the FreeBSD, but nowadays the gap is closed with the modern hardware. I really need to be able to play games from inside FreeBSD. Of course, there is the Steam for the FreeBSD. There'll be one of the future videos, but having GPU working inside the virtual machine, it's a huge thing. Hi Peter, yeah, we'll try with Windows 10 as well. Just to tell you, I'm not sure that. Let's first try the happy path. The happy path is that we have the Linux, which is more closer to FreeBSD, and obviously developers are working on the GPU pass-through there. But if we are lucky with Ubuntu as the guest, virtualization guest, then we'll try definitely Windows 10. As a guest. Cheers. I hope you don't mind the music in the background. It shouldn't be too loud. Some segments of this video, like live streaming, are really boring, and I hope music just fills that gap. "30 seconds left." Great. And please support any open source project. With small donation, I mean. Okay, we are ready. So now let's move that image on Ubuntu here. We have everything we need. We have the virtual hard drive. It's here. And we have our ISO file. Now we should start the VM. I will write these commands directly into the shell file. shell script, so I don't have to retype this every time, and I don't keep this into the history, shell history. So vm, let's call it run sh. What do we need from here? Okay, bridge, clear, LPC, ISO file, course, memory. From where do we put? What's the name of this? So what's the difference here and here? We know. With the firmware in place, add flags, boot, ROM, whatever to her behavior. Also contains. Alright, so we need this one. Copy. And now every time you see S, that's like PCI slot, like virtual PCI slot, basically. Here, this is the name of the guest, Ubuntu 0. So, S0 host bridge LPC PEP 0, that's our network. Then we need the image file. Image file is Ubuntu 0.image. ISO file is this one. Copy. How many CPUs? Let's say cores 8. How much RAM? 8 gig in my opinion is fine. ROM, so we are using UEFI, vm-bhyve UEFI, and Ubuntu 0. Okay, let's see if this works. There is something missing. Oh, graphical. Oh yeah, this one. This is missing. So we also need output frame buffer. We'll be able to connect to this one with VNC. Let's say that mask. What is the reason you're setting up the high virtualization in zero? I just like to zero is the place where I keep data sets for on the ZFS. It can be anywhere. It can be actually in your home directory. I just like to keep them there for some reason. Personal taste. There is really no superficial, let's say, reason. Yeah. So let's try with some high resolution. Actually check what kind of resolution here we already have. Resolutions we have. So that's too large. Let's take 1600 by 900. Yeah, that'll be nice resolution. So 1600 by 900. and wait. I hope this is fine. And now, moment of truth. Let's load this thing. So ch mode, we should first make this run script executable, and now we call it run. That should be it. So VNC viewer 127.0.0.1, port is right now 5900. And it works. So graphical output works. Virtualization is fine, I would say. Still no PCI pass-through, nothing. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to install anything. Does the CHL supports auto-completion? I honestly don't know. ZSH and bash support, but about the default SH, I really don't know. Just to tell you, when it comes to customization of the Vim shells and stuff, I'm really old school. I use all sorts of hardware and the software and servers, and I just like to not customize anything. My friends really hate me about that because everyone has their own preference. I'm like I like the plain defaults. Like whatever is default, I'm fine with it. I don't care. I might change the wallpaper and that's it, and the time zone. So that's my customization. But I like to see what other people do actually. So I really enjoy seeing what other people do. So now, moment of truth. Let's close this virtual machine. I can again reconnect and it'll continue where we stopped. As you can see, it's really responsive. The virtual machine is like fine in my opinion. See if I can see my videos. I don't know. Mark Classic maybe. Yeah, that's me. So let's see if it works. The browser can play this video. Blah blah blah. I need to install probably drivers. The codecs. I'm not gonna do that now. So let's shut down this machine. I want to show you, instead of going here, you can shut down it from here as well. So if you type vm-bhyve ctl, and now I remember the command. It should be, I think, power off or something. Not destroy. Force power off, yeah. So force and destroy 1 to 0. Oh, both cannot be combined, so one can be. That's interesting. Oh, VM equals. To 0. So what we did, we forced the power off of the virtual machine, and we also destroyed the virtual machine in one command. Now let's edit run sh. And let's see if we can get PCI Passthrough working. So first thing is, let's check the documentation. We have done that. This is done. Additional notes. The S option must be passed to both vm-bhyve load and vm-bhyve to wire guest memory. Okay. vm-bhyve supports vm-bhyve IMO change by default. Set reload camera. This is done already. So pass through. This is our example basically. So let me remind you, on 11 we have bootloader.conf. See 11.0.0, that PCI, it's actually slot where is the second GPU. So let's try to map the same PCI slot to inside the virtual machine. I am aware that right now we should pass all 4 of these. Someone suggested that it should be like done like that, but let's go step by step. So let's first try this and see if that works. Run. No such a file directory. Oh, we need to wire. Memory. Unable to set up memory. vm-bhyve help. Disable MP table generation. Let me check actually. Is there an example how this is done? I think we should also do that. Ignore unimplemented MSRs, yes. Unable to set up memory. Let's check someone's tutorial, instructional line. vm-bhyve tutorial PCI Passthrough. FreeBSD is a different thing, but maybe they have some instructions. We have done that. Nope, nothing. Next. Done. No, this was like older version for FreeBSD 11 or something. FreeBSD deserves much more attention, I think so, yeah. Of course, nothing here. And here we have something, AHP -U. Why do we have -U? -S is there. Yep, we have that too. Alright, let's... You know, this is hacking when you do something that you don't know what you're doing. I hate it, but let's try. Cannot set up memory. -S. Oh, we already have AHP, we don't need it. Let's actually try to... Maybe this is the problem. Nope, it's not that. -S is definitely a problem. -S is a problem. And now we're fine. Step by step. Let's kill this thing. Destroy. Let's bring back. This one, so definitely this wasn't there. Let's run again. vm-bhyve pass-through requires cache memory to be wired. Device simulation initialization error. No such a file or directory. Really? What file? vm-bhyve help. So wire. Guess memory cannot be swapped. Alright, I'll take P. That's number one. Let's actually say here that thing. Minus. Yes, so now memory cannot be swapped. Great. Let's see if it works. Unable to set up memory. Someone is also doing a pass-through, alright. Cannot be booted. Then PCI device using PPT driver, device motion fail, error. Yep, exactly the same thing happening to us. And no resolution to this issue. Great. Next one, please. HWS. What this means. H. We have that already. H, then we have W is ignore unimplemented MSRs. Okay. All right, let's do that. Still the same error. Repeating with memory 4 gigabytes results in a successful boot. This is interesting. Why? Why? If that's true. Now it's 22. Right, let's actually lower this and I'll write this number differently. Let's actually go with 3 gigs. Alright, same error. Running and one more thing, I'll type this differently. So 496 M. Let's also lower the number of cores, PCI cores we have. Nope. For PCI pass-through in the Linux, one must unbind the PCI device from the running host before running the guest. Yes, that's already done. It's done here. Let me just... So it's must and it's not recognizable inside anymore. So we're fine with that. Thanks for the suggestion. The host machine has 128 gigs of RAM. The Ryzen machine behaves the same, even freshly set up with no other guests. That's exactly my problem. It says try to destroy. What destroy? I mean, we haven't created anything. It obviously, it looks like it was created. My god. It was created in the background. Let's see if we can connect right now to this thing. VNC, it's blank. And someone actually suggested maybe the operating system is working. And that's the reason why I actually have the second GPU connected via HDMI to different monitor. So I'll just check right now if that's really true. Nope. Let's say send. Nope, nothing happens. Great. Next thing. Destroy. Next thing. Let's make the backup of this file. vm-run sh. Let's disable the frame buffer, okay? I'll again run the virtual machine. I'm not gonna connect with the VNC, but I'll check the output of the HDMI on different screen. Assertion failed. Let's try again. Device busy. Great. looks it's fine. Let's check the different other display. Nope, nothing is happening. So now what we're going to do, we are going to, let's actually pass all 4 of these devices from the same family and slot. So this one will become now what I'm sure right now that a complete slot with all like sub families, whatever they're called, are all passed through. We fail, then we try again, and obviously first time it fails, then it works. Now it works. Okay, let's check the second display. No, nothing's happening. Let's bring back VNC. Let's use this stupid resolution. Run. Frame buffer created. Awesome. Connect. Oh, now it failed. PCI emulation line 501. Abort trap. Let's run again. Let's connect. Nothing happens here. Let's check the second screen. Nope, no success. Check how many HDMIs this card has outputs. So it has one. Single one. All right, so let's just keep reading what's happening here. Done. So let's see now how vm-bhyve pass-through ROM. How we can pass the ROM. This one is GPU pass-through for dedicated AMD GPU. This is Nvidia. Even if we fail in this stream, I still have a different computer, so next time we can test that one with Nvidia. Let's see what's happening here. Blah blah blah. I don't think we really need that. Here you see we have ROM, so we can add on, copy. Let's actually make a copy of the run sh, run sh1. So here I can say ROM equals something. That ROM video BIOS ROM. Okay, there is the place where you can download them. So tech power up VGA BIOS. Nvidia card vendor, it's Gigabyte. Card model, it's RTX 2060. And then it's OC, it's this one. So there are two versions. One is from December 5th, and another one from December 13th, 2018. Let's get this one. Save. CP downloads. It's called Gigabyte 2.0. So it's this file. Copy. Paste. Let's just make sure everything is destroyed. Yeah, run. Frame buffer created. I don't have any idea if the ROM is working. Oops. PCI M051, the same thing failed again. So this is function modify bar registration. Huh. So let's check this one online. Maybe there is something. This is very suspicious. What's going on? '17, great. Google. Yeah, it's different line, but still same error. 2020, yeah. I got the search of PCI AMOLED. Line 517, now ours is 501. Same function, great. When trying to pass my non-working i40 NICs to a VM to at least use them and play with PPT some more. And then it says this. Okay. That was the one. I want to pass through, yeah. Everyone wants. Looks instead to be a Windows that wants to remap the bar for devices with multiple bars. Really? FreeBSD 12 VM works fine and it does at least 2 bars. So we have actually 4 bars. That's the problem. 4. Looks like there is the fix. Keep the shadow PCR command synced with the real one for pass-through. This ensures that vm-bhyve properly recognizes when the coding is disabled for bars and pass-through devices to properly handle writes to the register. Export the PCI AMOLED card change function from the PCI AMOLED that pass-through device model invokes for config writes that change PCI command. Really? Great. But the problem is, it doesn't work. Oh. Let's, for now, kill that thing, start again, try again VNC, and now VNC works fine. But the problem is we don't have any output here. No errors here, no output in VNC. Hi Daniel, welcome. I'm testing right now, I'm checking the second display where the HDMI from the second card is actually attached. There is no output. Maybe we need the same ROM for all of them, right? We can try that as well. Standard procedure, destroy. Oh, no. So we'll use the same ROM for all 4 of these bars. Same thing. First time fails. This is interesting. Always fails first time. And I just noticed the slowdown. When I did this vm-bhyve CTL force shutdown destroy and then Ubuntu 0, and I tried immediately to switch the screen, it froze for a moment. Let's try again. Nothing on screen. VNC is again created. Frame buffer is there. Let's check the second screen. Nothing. You see what's happening? I'm not pressing anything. I just destroyed, powered off and destroyed the Ubuntu, and it kept pressing enter, 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 enter for some reason. It's not me. That was spooky. I've seen that before. Daniel, we are trying to do a pass-through of GPU to a virtual machine. So on host, I have 2 Nvidia RTX 2060s GPUs. The one I'm currently using for the host, and a second one, it's actually masked, so it's not loaded by the FreeBSD. So we can pass through that device inside the virtual machine. Currently, this is how we do it. Here, from this line to this line, we actually pass through the GPU, but there is no output, there is nothing. Alright, let's just, I'll make the backup of this file again, run, because I know it runs at least. Let's change this to be, for example, 7, 7, 7, 7, who knows? To be some other, and this is actually the PCI. Does the virtualized system supports graphics in frame buffer mode? That's a good question. Only thing I can do, I can hide this line S29 and try to boot without a frame buffer. I already did that before and we didn't get any success. Then we don't even have the, the VNC and everything. Hi Bruno, greetings to Brazil. But we can try that actually. Let's first try this to see if we map to 7 to this PCI slot inside of the guest. So we're doing remapping, and then if that doesn't work, we'll try to remove this one. Okay. That's a good question, Daniel. Does the virtualized system supports graphics in frame buffer mode? It supports graphics if there is no GPU PCI pass-through. We tried that already. Okay. VNC. Oh, you see, first time it fails. Then I destroyed. Oh, it froze again. You see? I just switched the terminal. I'm not gonna touch anything. And you see how much time it took? It took like 5 seconds, something like that. Run SH. This time it should work. Frame buffer is still not created. VNC. Enable. Oh, now I can. So VNC is created. Now you saw that first time when you try to run the virtual machine, it doesn't work. Okay. I'm checking the second screen, basically. Nope, nothing happening there. Let's kill it. Again, you see how much time it took after I executed the command and switched the terminal. Let's say bhyve ctl help. Maybe there is some command, something to force guest to continue booting after it started. Run, what run does? Let's actually try to do that. I'm waiting right now for FreeBSD to get ready. You see how much time it takes? It took like 5 seconds. Let's connect. Obviously fails first time. Great. And now let's say bhyve ctl run vm ubuntu 0. Force reset. Okay, let's force reset. Here it looks like it failed. Let's see here what's going on. Cannot connect. Just check the second screen. Nothing's happening. Let's destroy it. Error number. Okay. Copy, run again, something else. Yeah, run ch. Okay, so let's remove this. Let's also remove this one. Device is busy. I destroyed it. I switched the terminal. That takes time still. Longer and longer. So every time I destroy the VM and I try to do something after that, switch the terminal, type anything on the screen, it takes longer and longer time. There is no frame buffer now. Let's just check. I'll check the second screen. Nothing happening on the screen. We don't have VNC, so this doesn't work, obviously. What's fun, it looks like virtual machine is working. Doing what? Okay, let's restart it. Let's check the second screen. Nope. Nothing. Hmm. Okay. Else. Actually, let me check. I want to check the box of this GPU. Maybe I'm using the wrong box. Nope. Nope. It's RTX 2060, and then I know it's OC because here it's OC edition, and we know it's gigabyte. Something at the back. Says it should use 8 gigabytes of RAM minimum. I don't know why. I don't know why graphic card. I mean, what happens if it doesn't recognize more than 8 gigabytes of RAM? Just checking right now if this is really the one. Wind Force. Is there anything like Wind Force? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill myself. It says Wind Force here. And here is the Wind Force OC. It's here. We use this one. But Wind Force is here. ROM. Okay, let's use that one. So just let me check. Which one should we use? Should we use the latest one? Let's use the latest one. Download. Save. Save. So you see, it's good I checked. Which one was that? I just downloaded. So like 1.9, yes. 1.9 ROM. So we now need to use this ROM. Copy. Run the Sage. Maybe that's the problem. I don't have any idea. run sh. Let's change the display just to see if we can get anything running. Nope. Oh, it fails always first time. Device is busy second. Okay. Again, I'm just destroyed and switching to different terminal. It takes longer. That's definitely the pattern. There is the issue with the vm-bhyve. Definitely some memory leak or something. I don't know what's going on. Let's check again the second display. Nope. Let's bring back the VNC. Failed again. Read, destroy. Again, I'm not doing anything. It's just pressing enter. I don't know what's happening with the vm-bhyve CTL. You know, I could type the command remove sudo everything do as, and it'll keep pressing enter. Like this is insane. Like what's happening is just insane. Okay, vm-bhyve VNC, it's loaded. Let's check the second screen now. Nothing. What else can we try? One more thing we can try is now nothing happens. Huh. So sometimes there is issue, sometimes there is not. Let's actually not wait. Okay. We're not going to wait now. Cheers. Problem. Destroyed. Switch to terminal. I already switched. You see, it takes again 5 seconds. Run. Alright, so VNC is still blank. Let's check the second display. Nope. Nothing happening there. One more thing. Pressing enter. See this? What? I pressed S. I'm still waiting. Okay. Let's So here I'm gonna use the default This is 1K resolution. Let me just check if I'm typing this correct. Yes. So let's try with the official resolution of the display where where HDMI is connected. Of course. Try again, device busy, but it failed. That's great. Destroy, go to first terminal, already pressed. Run SH again. Checking the second output, running VNC. VNC over the whole screen, and still nada. Okay, let me go back to the... What else can we do? So this is imports. Reinforce 2x. And it says also minimum 8 gigabytes of RAM, right? All right, I'll give you 8 gigabytes of RAM. Failed again. Okay, buffer started. Let's check if the second display has anything on the screen. Nope, but it's connected with VNC. Okay, connected. Still second display doesn't start. There is nothing happening there. There is one more thing. Maybe it's not HDMI output that's being used. who knows? The graphics card has the display port as well. So right now I'm just gonna use their 3 display ports, and I'll go from one to another, and I'll just keep VNC open here. Now, scanning for signal. No, nothing. Second one. Scanning for signal. Nothing. Third one. Scanning for signal. Nothing. Yes, here. Just restore displays. They're completely rearranged now because I was removing the cable and doing. Yep, we are fine now. What else? Let's search online. This one said video, just use number 2 pass through and then the first one and whatever ROM was. Maybe we can try that, why not? We can't lose anything now. We're fine. Suffering by a million cuts, paper cut. That's my life now. Run. I'm just kidding, I really enjoy doing this stuff. So let's remove this one, this one, this one, and here I'm gonna say, my dear friend, use 7. Or use 11. Let's try first. Let's have 7 pass through 11. This is the ROM, and try to surprise me. Okay, we're aware of that. Try again. Frame buffer there, in place. She started. No. Nothing happens. Let's try to Google. Oh my god, where I went. In the live stream. That was weird. It was funny, like I tried to open the URL and it was live stream of some adult content there. I hope this doesn't become a meme. Yeah, that's the video where it was introduced. You know what? I'm actually gonna stop now. In this session we try to get Nvidia card working. And we couldn't succeed, like doing the GPU PCI Passthrough. At least this will stay somewhere on YouTube so someone can go over this and check this out one day, but more as like the troubleshooting, debugging, you know, evidence what's going on. I am really surprised that nothing even blinked the screen. So even if I could get the blink, like, or the blank screen, or like anything on the screen, literally like anything, I would be happy, but I didn't get any. Which is bad. But what's good is that I have two more machines. And one of these machines has two AMDs inside, AMD GPUs, and it's also Ryzen something, 7 or 9, whatever. So I'll try GPU PCI Passthrough with this machine in next video related to BSD virtualization. Probably my next video won't be about the FreeBSD. I also do other live streams about the programming language that I'm creating with fantasy programming language, which no one uses and doesn't exist. It's just as exercise. But anyway, the next video about the virtualization and the GPU PCI pass-through will be on AMD, and I think I have Vega 64 card, which I'll try to pass through inside the guest. I saw that someone posted somewhere, Bookzilla or whatever, like it was possible. I think it's actually here. They did something and it worked, whatever. I'm not sure it worked. How to use GPU pass-through. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll try it. If you like this series, if you like what I'm doing, please click like, subscribe, and see you in my next video. Stay good, stay safe, and until next time, goodbye my friends. See you soon.